Hey kids, hey kids, I'm gonna make a bunch of videos, specifically for you, a bunch of videos. Um, we'll start with this one. This video is what I think my core belief is. What my at my core, what it is, and where it came from, and how it has applied to my life, and yeah. So we'll start with that. So my core belief is something that my mom has told me, kind of like throughout my life, honestly. And the thing that she said was this: you can do anything that you set your mind to. Anything. That's what she said. You can do anything that I set my mind to. And I believed her, of course, and I still believe her, by the way, probably more so now than ever, to tell you the truth. But what she said, when she said that, she usually framed it with, you can get any grade in school you wanted to get, or I wanted to get, right? I could get any grade I wanted to get, or I could get any job I wanted to get, or do anything I wanted to do, in life, right? That's sort of the frame that she put it in. And for a large number of things in my life, I didn't even believe that failure was possible, if that makes sense, right? I didn't even believe that failure was possible because I believe that I could do anything I want to do. That's what I believed. Now I had some, I don't know, framework, like I said, limits that were put on that I believe the statement implied, right? Or I believed the statement implied. But that is true. Kids, you can do absolutely anything that you want to do, anything you put your mind to. Honestly, that was the phrase that my mom used. You could do anything that you put your mind to. So with that, I did a lot of things, honestly. If I wanted to be a mechanic, I was a mechanic. Right? If I wanted to program computers, I programmed computers. If I wanted to start a business, I started a business. That was sort of the framework, right? Didn't even consider failure was an option, for most of the time. But failures happened. And that's we'll get to that in a moment. When they happened, failures, it's always, has always been as a result of me not believing that I could do anything I set my mind to. Every single failure that I've ever experienced started by not believing, that one statement. Every single one, without exception. Do I still believe that I can do anything I set my mind to? You bet it. You bet I do. I believe that I can do anything that I set my mind to. And I also believe that the limits of what I could do, right, are non-existent. There isn't anything that I can't do if I set my mind to it. And that's I guess that goes into the next thing that I'll get to, and that is that I also believe that all things are possible. My mom used to say that too. She used to say, "Well, all things are possible. You can, all things are possible. You can do anything. All things are possible." And I think that's true, and I don't think that's figuratively true. I think all things are literally possible. And that's probably one of the main things that has driven me through my life to do some of the things, or even attempt some of the things that that I've attempted, right, or done, or succeeded in, right, is believing that those things were possible. I've heard it said, by several people in my life, thus far, is that I don't necessarily see the world the same way other people do. And I think that believing that all things are possible is the reason, in part, for that. Yeah. So where other people see problems, I just see a path, right? It might be a hard path, but where other people see problems, I just, all things are possible. So where's the path? I go find the path to make the thing possible. To make the thing happen, whatever it is that needs to be done, right? So that's probably one of the core things, if not the core thing, that is no, it's not the core thing, but it's one of the core things that have driven my life to this point. And that is, I believe that all things, or I had believed all things are possible within limits, and now I believe that all things are possible and there are no limits. All right, so that's video one. I thought I would share a bunch of these kinds of videos with you over the next, for however long I make videos. And talk to you soon. Love you, kids. Bye.